I need to go to church to be blessed. That's always a feeling we have. I don't care about being a blessing. I had a hard week. I had a tough week. I need to hear a good word from the sermon. Good word from the pastor. If it was a good message, good words, oh, child, pastor preached today. But I think that that's good enough to last me the entire week. If you had a good meal, you went to your favorite restaurant on Sunday afternoon and you ate to your heart's content. It was a good meal, 5-course meal. You going to survive off the strength of that the entire week? No. You're going to eat the next morning, next afternoon, the next evening. You have to eat every day because your body requires nourishment to stay alive. Well, guess what? Your spiritual body requires spiritual nourishment to stay alive. So your prayers need to be more than what I call protocol prayers. You know, the protocol prayer is, I woke up in the morning, I'm going to pray. About to eat, going to pray. It's time to go to bed, now I'll lay me down to sleep. I'm at church and the pastor's praying, so I bow my head. Protocol prayers are not going to protect you from the times that are around us now. Protocol prayers are not going to expose the devil to where he has to turn up the heat. That's the other thing. We're so afraid of tribulation. We would rather stay in comfort. We'd rather stay in a lukewarm state than actually go hard with our ministry, go hard with our study of the Bible, go hard with our constant connection to the Most High in prayer. You can be comfortable for a while. Comfort will pay some bills. Comfort will have you in a nice home, in a nice relationship. And you find a church where maybe the pastor doesn't preach sermons that call out sin, just talks about the love of God, and you go, oh, good sermon. But it only lasts so long. And Christ said, what does it profit a man to gain the whole world but to lose his or her soul? This life, as difficult as it may seem, is only temporary. There's a text, I believe it's in Romans. I believe it's Romans chapter 5. And it talks about the struggling that we're going through now and realizing that there is an end game to this struggle. I think it's Romans chapter 8. Yes, Romans chapter 8, verse 18. Paul says, for I consider that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory that should be revealed in us. So in other words, what we're suffering now, the problems we're dealing with now, ain't nothing compared to what God has in store for those who serve him wholeheartedly, who are willing to be fed, to feed themselves spiritually every single day, who are willing to be a blessing to others. So don't just go to church trying to receive a blessing. How about you be a blessing? Don't go into your relationship just seeing what you can get out of it. How can you make your spouse feel better? How can you love your spouse better? How can you cover your spouse better in prayer? Don't just go to see how you can get your children to do what you want them to do, to be your minions, to be your slaves. No, what are you doing to protect them? What are you doing for their salvation? What are you doing to edify them so they can be productive members of society? How are you covering them, realizing the devil, if he can't attack you, he will attack your children. So your prayers need to be focused about covering them. He will attack through your family members. Some people, I'm an only child. You have some people that have siblings that they haven't spoken to in 20 and 30 years, which is inconceivable to me. He will attack you through your siblings, through your family members. Are you representing Christ in such a manner that when you have a change that the Most High has manifested in you, people start to come to you? People who are close to you will say, wow, what it is about you. I know what you used to be, and something about you is different. That's what our goal is to be different, to be uncomfortable, to stand out when everyone expects you to flip the bird to somebody who cuts you off. Everybody expects you to be angry when someone steps on you or someone brushes you the wrong way. That's how the world responds. So if you claim to be a Christian, but you acting the way the world is, there's no testimony. The devil has you in his back pocket. So you may not be deliberately serving Satan. You may think you're serving God, but because in that moment you are acting like the world, you're being a testament to somebody else that this Christianity thing is not worth it. It's no better. You are no better than me. Don't serve the devil, willingly or unwillingly.